So, I did a little experiment and I used rice water in my hair every single day for 7 days to see what would happen. And can I just say, I was amazed by the results. You will be shocked. If you want to see what rice water did and if you maybe want to try this, make sure you watch all the way through the end. I explain every single thing I did, from the rice water I used, from how I make it, from how to use it, what to do during the 7 days, every single thing. And you can see my hair is looking good, if that's just like a little sample of what you can expect. Anyway, let's get straight into the video. Hey love, it's Angelica, aka Angie B. Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Angelica. I post videos twice a week. I talk all about growing healthy, long, natural hair. I am on a journey myself, as you can see, so you can always expect some fun tips, a little bit of challenges. I do react to a little bit of TikTok videos and YouTube videos, stuff like that, a little bit of fun, beauty, skincare here and there when requested. So if that seems like something you might be interested in being a part of, consider joining the family and hit the subscribe button. It is right down there, as well as the bell icon. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications every single time I post. And I just want to put a little thank you so much for over 50,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome. I will be doing a dedicated video so I can do a giveaway for you guys, so you can actually recommend what you'd like in the giveaway in the comment section below. But that video will be coming up very soon, so make sure you stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed so you can see when I post that giveaway video. Anyway, into this rice water video. So what led me to do this video is a lot of people commenting on all my other rice water videos. If you don't know, I have a ton of rice water videos on this channel. I'll link the playlist. I think I'll pin it in the comments so you guys can see the playlist. So many birds. Anyway, I will pin the comment in the comment sections below so you can check out that playlist where I talk so many different types of rice water and things like that. But one of my most common questions I get on almost all my rice water videos is, since it's so good, can I use it every day? So I thought, I always say no, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Whenever someone asks if they can use it every day in the comments, I always say no. But I thought I'd do a little challenge, test it out for you guys, show you what the results are like so that if you're interested in doing it, you can do it. And if you do it, you can do it the correct way and prevent any damage or anything like that. Let's get into it now. Okay, getting straight into it. This is what my hair was looking like. It was looking crazy. I'd had my hair like out in a braid out or something like that for a week and I hadn't combed it, hence why it looks crazy. And I was laughing at myself as I saw it out of the bonnet. So first I sectioned it in half and clipped away this section on its own. Then I started with this other section and I divided it into two so that I could work section by section. As you know, I always work in sections, but I try to vary my sections slightly just to prevent any breakage in the lines that I always make. So once that top part is clipped off, we move to the back section, which is where I was starting. And here I am spraying in my rice water, which is the Yao Women recipe. I might insert a little clip. If not, please watch my Yao Women recipe. It is a game changer. Okay, so we are starting with 1.5 cups of rice. This is plain rice from my aunt's farm actually. It is just Zambian rice. Just rinse the rice water and you can see there's just little like dirt and particles coming out. As you can see, this is not like packaged rice. And now I'm getting this warm water. You don't want boiling water. And I'm using this cup and I'm putting about 8.5 cups of water. And now it is time to add the secret ingredient of the Yao Women. They use a pomelo fruit. Now, pomelo fruit is not accessible here and it's not a common fruit. So the closest thing to pomelo fruit is not actually oranges, it's actually a grapefruit. So I stored that in a dark cupboard. So this is the rice water exactly after 6 weeks. You guys can see the grapefruit peels still look pretty orange. They have kind of like darker orange spots on them in some places, but it still looks very good. There's nothing moldy. There's nothing looking greenish or whitish. It just kind of looks a little bit more orange because of the color from the grapefruit, kind of like what happened when I fermented it for 5 days, but just a little bit more intense. And now it's time to see the magic. You just mix it up and it becomes white as milk again, just like how it was before. And that is my rice water in perfect condition. I smelt it and it literally smelled amazing, just like grapefruit, Nothing wrong, just regular rice water. I went ahead and poured some into my spray bottle. This is what I used for this 7-day routine. You could use regular rice water, but I highly recommend this rice water only because this is the only rice water that doesn't make my hair feel instantly a little bit dry and hard as soon as I use it. It usually goes away once I use my deep conditioner, but this one literally just feels like a leave-in treatment. The fermentation process just does something amazing to it. If you're wondering, I had fermented it for about 5 weeks, and this is the rice water I'm using. So what you're seeing me do right now is spraying it onto my scalp first so that I can massage it into my roots, because amazingly, rice water has benefits on your scalp and also on your hair shaft. So I started by massaging it into my scalp and then taking it all the way down the shaft of my hair to make sure that my hair is completely saturated. And as you can see, my hair is completely dry. So then I can have a correct visual or feeling of how much rice water is actually in my hair. If my hair is damp, I won't know if my hair is just a little bit more wet in certain sections or if it's actually the rice water. So that's the little shedding I had. As you can see, I am not detangling my hair. I'm only spraying the rice water in my hair and then going ahead and twisting up the section to leave it just like that, because we are going to be deep conditioning and stuff like that. So I like to minimize the amount of times I'm going to detangle my hair as much as possible to prevent excessive shedding and breakage. So that is just how I was twisting the hair. And as you can see, the way I always twist, I don't twist right to the very end. I just coil it around my finger so that it doesn't unravel. And then I went ahead and did the same thing to every single other one of my sections. So now, as you can see, I'm just showing you exactly what I did. I did the same thing to every single section. I think in the front, I actually divided it into 3 only because I have way more hair in the front of my head, so it's like divided into 3. And I just want to let you know that everything I did to that back section is the same thing I did to every other section. I did not detangle, I did not add anything else. And now I'm putting my hair in a shower cap, and please don't use the microfiber side or any kind of like cloth kind of shower cap, because that's going to end up absorbing the moisture from your hair instead of heating it up. So there you could see I set my timer for 20 minutes. I went ahead and went into under heat for 20 minutes and I washed it out, and this is what my hair was looking like. If you know what my hair usually looks like, you can see that my hair is way more defined than usual because my hair is super frizzy and you can barely see any definition at all. So I was very happy with that. My hair is very bouncy, and when you have a lot of shrinkage like this, if you have curly hair like me, that is always a good sign. So now I'm using this Maui moisture conditioner. Can't remember the name. I think it's the agave one, but I'll link it in the description box below from Amazon, which is where I usually buy all my hair products. So I'm just working that in, focusing on the ends first because the ends are the oldest and driest part of your hair. I was just taking off my towel because my hair wasn't dripping that much. Then I went ahead and put a little bit more, just more in the roots and on the inside parts of my hair, because you want to make sure your hair is evenly coated. So now I'm going to take my wide tooth comb just to make sure I spread this even more and detangle. When your hair is detangled, the conditioner can penetrate better because you don't have like clumps of hair that are just balled up, and it just makes it hard for product to get there. So as I was doing this, I decided I would do my measurements here. If you're not new to this channel, again, you will know that I hate measuring my hair. The only reason I measure my hair is because you guys ask whenever I do these kinds of challenges. So I'm doing it for you, but if I had the option, I would not do it. So that little back section there is just slightly over 11 inches. Literally slightly over. I would almost say it's just 11 inches. So I wanted you to see just exactly how I was doing it. So after I did my measurement on each side, I just went ahead and twisted my hair again. This is how I'm going to deep condition this again. So now from the side, I'm measuring my hair again, and this side, I know one side of my hair is always slightly longer than the other side. I'm not sure which one it is. So maybe this is the longer side, maybe it's the other side, but we'll see. So this one is actually slightly over 12 inches, I think. Yes, just like one line after 12 inches. And then now for the other side, we're measuring, I think this might be the shorter side. I really don't remember. But anyway, let's see. This side is 11 inches. Okay, it's basically the same. It was like one line after 11 inches, just slightly over 11 inches. And just because you didn't see it, don't think I didn't do it. I did put deep conditioner on that section and went ahead and detangled it. I'm doing it to every single section. So now for the side here, I'm measuring And this one comes to how many inches? It looks so easy on camera because of the editing, but I made so many mistakes. I hate this. This one is more of 11.5 inches, like almost 11.5 inches. So there the deep conditioner was in my hair, fully saturated and nicely detangled, and that's the amount of shedding that I got, which is normal for me whenever I'm using rice water or any treatments. That's a normal amount of shedding for me. If I get more than that, it's normal, but for me that would be too much. So I stayed with that in my hair actually for a whole hour and a half because I didn't go under heat. And now this is 4 days later. Take note that I was sick for 1 day in between, so I know this is 7 days, but there's an extra day where I didn't do anything to my hair because I was feeling really sick. So this is actually the 3rd day. After I rinsed out my deep conditioner, I went ahead and braided my hair in these braids just to make it easy for me to access my scalp and access the hair without making my hair dry, because you know I always do not recommend using rice water every single day because it has starches and proteins that can make your hair feel dry. So at least if it's in braids, you don't have to detangle, you don't have to comb, you literally only have to spray it in your hair and that's it. The only thing you'll be moving is your braids. So please, if you decide to do this, if I didn't mention it in the beginning, please put your hair in braids. So I had rice water on my wash day. I skipped a day where I did completely nothing to my hair. This is the 3rd day and I'm spraying the rice water onto my scalp. And then I massage it in. If you guys would like to see how I do like a full scalp massage, I'll link a video in the eye so you can check that out. So anyway, I massaged my scalp and then I went ahead and sprayed more rice water on the ends of my hair and all over the braids. But here is the key. I do not leave the rice water in my hair. I actually wash it out every single day. I was washing my hair, but without shampoo, it was literally a rinse. So let me say I was rinsing my hair. And the reason I'm bringing this up is another part of why I didn't use oil. Once I was putting this on my hair, I was not going in with oil afterwards because oil seals in the moisture and seals in the product and it makes it difficult for it to wash out. So I was only putting oil directly on my scalp, but on the hair, I was only moisturizing and I was leaving it in my hair for 10 minutes. So now this is day 8. So after the whole 7 days, this is the 8th day morning and you can see my hair looks crazy. The growth is crazy. My hair usually looks like this after almost a month. So now this is the morning and I'm spraying my hair down with water because I am going to deep condition again before I take these braids down. So this is like, you know, I put in work for you guys. I hope you appreciate it for this video. It was like a whole week process. So I went ahead and sprayed my hair down with my favorite sprayer. Like any kind of sprayer that's like this is awesome. It's a continuous mist sprayer. Takes less work, just distributes the water in your hair very easily. So if I didn't say that as well, that is just plain water in that. I only use water in those sprayers because it's a very tiny hole and can get blocked. Now I'm using the same deep conditioner I used on day 1 for day 8. So when I say 7 days, I like it to be the full 7 days, like a whole 24 hours. So this is day 8, like the day of the reveal. So I went ahead and added the deep conditioner into my hair. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because, like I said earlier, although my hair actually feels extremely soft and it just has to be the Yao Women recipe, it's the only explanation I can give. My hair feels very soft, like I wasn't even using rice water in my hair. I was also moisturizing my hair. If I didn't mention it, you can see the video on how I moisturize my hair in braids or twists or anything like that. So here I'm just adding the deep conditioner to my damp hair. I didn't put it on dry hair because I have low porosity hair and it would be very difficult for my hair to absorb it. So at least when the hair is damp, it can just easily blend in. And honestly, no matter what porosity or texture of hair you have, if you want to try this, I'd suggest you add the deep conditioner on dry hair before you remove the braids, only because it will just soften your hair and add a lot of moisture and make your hair feel so much better. So I went ahead and went under a cap again. I went under a plastic cap and I kept that in my hair for 30 minutes under heat. And then I dried my hair in this t-shirt. As you can see, this is what the hair was looking like afterwards. Still looks crazy, almost like dreadlocks. So I went ahead and tied my hair, and what I was doing here, just so you know, is I was undoing every single braid so you guys could see just what the braid was like, that it's not tangly or anything like that. And then because I want to wear my hair in kind of like a braid out style, every time I remove a single braid, I was moisturizing it and sealing it in with an oil. You'll see it very soon. Then I would go ahead and just braid it back up so that I could wear a braid out, which is what you can see at the end and at the beginning of this video. So you can see how healthy my hair actually is. So starting, I was going in with my wide tooth comb. Here I was just like amazed by my hair. So I was using the African Pride Moisture Miracle Leave-In Cream, and this is what I was using on my braids even throughout the week. Also forgot to mention, I was not moisturizing my hair every single day. I was moisturizing my hair every other day. So like day one, I washed my hair. Of course, when the braiding happened, that was moisturized. Day three, I washed my hair with the rice water in it, washed it out. I didn't do anything. Day four, I added the moisturizer. So just like that, every other day. So now I'm sealing in that moisturizer with this oil mix, which is just almond oil, a little bit of peppermint and tea tree, and olive oil. But you can use whatever oils you have. Whatever oil your hair likes, please use that oil. And is it just me, or does my hair look longer than the first time when I did it? We're about to measure soon, so don't worry. The part you've been waiting for to see if my hair actually grew significantly in a single week is coming up. And just take note, my hair grows on average half an inch every single month. So a whole month takes my hair to grow about half an inch on average. Sometimes it's a little bit slower. When it's a little bit faster, it's about a full inch. So now it's time for the measurements, and I try to get as even as a piece as the last time as I'm doing now, if that's making sense. So the back is a full 12 inches. So my hair grew about half an inch at the back, which is amazing. That is literally a whole month's worth of hair growth in 1 week. And so I wanted you to see the braid as well. Like the braid looks longer. So if I was doing this challenge for myself, I would just tell by looking at the braids. I wouldn't measure because I don't like getting stuck on numbers. And I honestly don't care that much. I just want to see that my hair has grown. And by looking at the braids, I would have been able to tell. But you know, I'm doing it for you guys. So you don't say, you didn't do this. I'm doing the best I can. I'm bad at this measuring. But I think it's clear enough. The front is 13 inches, which is ridiculous. Okay, it's like one line behind the 13 inches. I tried to measure the best I could, and I was measuring 3 or 4 times every single section just so you could see it properly. So the first time it was like just over 13 and a half, and the second time it was like just about 13. So I'm going to say it's about 13 inches there. So in the front, my hair basically grew a whole inch, which is ridiculous. Like, do you realize that that would take me 2 months on a regular month? That is crazy. For now, before we get to the outro where I talk about my recommendations, I would highly recommend this. And can you see, if you just saw my braids at the beginning, you can tell that my braids actually look longer. I am very, very happy with the results. My hair does not feel any drier than usual. It doesn't feel anything unusual. It literally just feels extremely healthy and even healthier than before. The back is a full 12 inches, which means my hair at the back also grew about half an inch on that side. If I remember the measurements clearly, I'll try and put them on the screen if I can. And then in the front here, my hair is about 12 and a half inches. Okay, slightly over 12 and a half. So which means my hair grows, it grew almost evenly in the front because my hair is shorter on one side. And then I remembered that, okay, so the front is 12 and a half inches, which also grew a lot, and I'm very happy with that. So all around, I got half an inch to an inch in different places, maybe slightly over an inch. And I only measured one side of my front hair because I realized that at the back when I was measuring, I only measured one side, so I wasn't going to compare to nothing. So when my hair was done being moisturized, it looked like this. That is the amount of shedding I got, which is basically the same as when I started, which is normal for me, perfectly fine. And you can see my braids look so healthy and moisturized. My hair is nice and dark, very dark. I think that was a good change as well. Okay, so that is what the hair was looking like. I stayed overnight. So the last clip you saw with my healthy looking braids was yesterday. I slept with the braids overnight and they were completely dry, and I took them out, and this is my lovely braid out. So you can see my hair is looking healthy. It is shiny, it is soft, it is moisturized. But before we continue, let me give you a few little disclaimers and my final thoughts, whether I would do this again. Am I going to be using it every day moving forward? Let's get into those final results. So I'll answer the question I mentioned at the beginning first, which is what I'm going to get in the comments again. Can I use rice water every day? My answer is still no. However, if you occasionally want to do a challenge like this for maybe every other month, every 2 months, just maybe if you feel like your hair is stagnant, it's kind of stopped growing, you feel like maybe you just cut your hair and now you miss your hair and you want it to grow back faster, or you just had a trim and you had to trim off like 2 or 3 inches and you're trying to grow that hair back, I would suggest doing this kind of challenge. First of all, always keep your hair in braids or twist or anything that can't unravel, so that the entire time you're using the rice water during the week, you do not have to detangle your hair. You don't have to do any kind of manipulation. It should just stay in place. So you can do cornrows, you can do twists, you can do braids. I wouldn't recommend using braids with like additional hair, like any kind of kinecolon or just additional hair. Just braid using your own hair. And this is my opinion. Of course, you are free to try whatever you want, but these are just the findings that I have from doing this video and what I would recommend to you for you to get the best results. And the way to get the best results is not for your hair to grow faster necessarily, it's for you to retain that length faster. Because across the board, when most people try challenges like this, their hair grows, but sometimes during the detangling process, you could end up causing more breakage and more damage and stuff like that. So you want to make sure as you're unraveling your braids, you're doing it very well. Keep your hair hydrated and moisturized. Don't add additional hair and just do everything you can to prevent the breakage. Would I do this again? Probably. Am I going to do it next week? No. Am I going to do it next month? No. Probably 2 months from now, I'm going to do it again, maybe just to get a little boost, a little additional boost, because as you saw, some parts of my hair got like basically a month's worth of growth in a single week. Other parts got about 2 months of growth in a single week. So everyone, of course, would like that boost. You all want like overnight hair growth, basically. But be wary. Just because something's good, too much of everything is bad. So please, I am saying this again. So if someone asks in the comments, maybe all of you who reached this far in the video can help and be like, no, you cannot use this every single day moving forward. So how often would I recommend? The same as usual. I would recommend for you to use rice water a minimum, a maximum. I would recommend you use rice water a maximum of once a week, minimum once a month. The way I normally use it, every other week or once a month. That's the way I use it. I don't even usually use rice water every week. After these amazing results, I'm still not going to use it every day because rice water has a little bit of protein, it has a little bit of starch. So just because my hair is feeling good after a short time, in the long term, it could cause further damage. And another question, I can't remember if I addressed this earlier on, but can you leave the rice water in your hair overnight? That is up to you, but according to my research, it causes long-term damage. So every single time you put the rice water in your hair, please rinse it out and then continue with the rest of your day. If you want more rice water videos, I have one coming. You guys have all been asking me about black rice. And the reason why I've never done a video is because I have never found black rice. But I finally found black rice. So comment, you know, our favorite emoji, comment the rice bowl in the comment section below if you would like me to post a video about black rice water in the comment section below, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit my face right there if you didn't subscribe in the beginning. Hit my face here if you'd like to subscribe to my other channel where I talk about YouTube tips and growing a YouTube channel. Watch the 2 videos on the side of the screen right here. If you'd like to see any of my older videos, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!